He's back. Kid did it again. Get that running and start again. Yes. I'm here. It's 5 a.m. 2 days. Yes, sir. Miscellaneous, but hey, I'm here. It is 5 a.m. 2 days.
Stinky never misses this.
2 days. Baby. Yeah. Leah made it. It is 2 days. A little rest in. A little sleep. Of course, I was up before. I was up before 5. A little cat nap turned into a nice little quick dream, I tell you. Nice. So here we are, 5 a.m. This is Scrap TV. I'm deSz'e, starting at 5 a.m. in the morning, 5 p.m. in the Central Standard Time. Yeah. Said I was gonna do it, and I did it. So, let's do this. Let's do it again. I thought these were nicer one. It's not. This is I believe this is a ViewSonic's attempt at minuscule style. I wouldn't know why people like this one, but mostly I think it's because of the brightness. It's got to be the brightness. It's got to be the shoes, right? Here I am, 5 a.m. Check it out. I think it's the brightness is why they like it. The brightness of the lights, Illuminati, luminescence. I think they like the lights. It doesn't have as many ports as you would want for HDMI, The HDMI ports are not plentiful like a Promethean is my favorite right now. The stuff that I'm using in my utility is Promethean. If anything else, I would want maybe a one-touch. These here I only saw like one HDMI. The new line, new ones, probably two HDMIs. I need more HDMI because I'm hooking up multiple things to screen, not just my signal. I'm not just let's just go ahead and do it again. Right? Let's do this again. We go S is this way, so I gotta do an S that way. I'm gonna do a C that way, a R that way, and big A and a P is gonna be like that. Yeah. And then we're going T, V, right? Yeah. So you see it. Scrap TV, but I did the TV wrong. So let's go back step, back step, back step. And T should be here. And V, universal. Scrap TV, baby. This is deSz'e, 5 a.m., 5 p.m., Central Standard Time. At those times, I'm coming to get it, man. I'm coming to get it. Okay, and let's talk about locations. I've scrapped over the United States, about 15 states. Roughly 16 and probably 15. I can count them. But 15 states. What do I see in every state? Every state in the U.S., what do I see? I see everybody has a problem with waste management. And I also see the same cookie cutter companies. Not trying to name them out like that, but you're not much different than I am in my state. You're not much different than I am in my city. You're not much different. Maybe one or two different places, which might be even as simple as Jack in the Box to Carl's Jr., which look like the same exact stuff on the menu and the same exact food source. Yeah, I named it. You could say there's a difference between a Wendy's and a McDonald's. Same food source. You could say difference from that to an institution. Same food source. They're getting the same chicken nuggets and the same meat patties. They're getting the same stuff. It's frozen. It's coming from that particular meal. They put the name on the box or whatever. It is the same stuff. Brinker International. I love Brinker. I work for Brinker. I love Old Man Brinker. I love these guys, man, that created something from steak and ale to on the border chilies. What else he's had? Macaronis. Very good food, as well as a good chain of food. Good food chain. Wish Steak and Ale was back. That was the original. There's no reason that should have left at all. We need stuff that has the name in the title. Like Leslie, 5 a.m. I'm here. And this is deSz'e, this is Scrap TV. That's what's in the title. And we're not going to peer off too much away from what we're talking about, recycling, music or food. And I'm talking about cookie cutter style. Now, opening up these particular TVs, opening up audio components, amplifiers, other devices, disassembling motors, lawnmowers. You know that Briggs and Stratton made a lot of engines for different companies. They use the same motor on certain lawnmowers. So what makes it more costly? I don't know. I couldn't know. You buy a name brand, and it still has the same 3.5 Briggs and Stratton motor on it. You're going to this particular restaurant, and it's the same food source as another. Maybe you like the way they prepare it, you like the way they talk to you, like the ambience of a building. Go to a department store. What's the difference between Wally World and Target? What's the difference? Some of it was the same stuff, marked up or marked down or in the middle. I was a secret shopper. I was a secret undercover guy when I worked for Wally World. They sent me to we can say that name now. I don't think they're as big as they used to be. Kmart, Super K. That was the next phase. Kmart had such a hold on a lot of companies. I mean, such a hold on the market where people would go to Kmart. Now I'm going to Kmart to go get it. Kmart to get a lawnmower. Kmart to go get drapes. Kmart to go get paint. Kmart to go get pest control. Kmart to go get food. Before they did the food department, they had a concession stand. In the middle of Kmart was in the back, in the middle. Every Kmart had a middle section for the concession stand. And they kind of copied Sears as well, who had candy and such in the store. So you would go and you would, get those candies by the pound. Say, I want candy corn, or you would want, I think gummy bears were just coming out. Peppermints, Starlight peppermints, chocolate covered peanuts, chocolate covered raisins, chocolate covered almonds, just chocolate drops, I guess, like Hershey Kisses. They had those, and it was all in the little containers. And you could buy that while you shop. You could eat, snack. You can get popcorn, stuff like that. So Kmart had this too, but they had, in the middle of the shop, they had where you can order a sandwich, you could get a coffee. It was more a community type style. These were good times. And that was your community store you go to. So you got the advent of Walmart coming in, and a couple of other department stores coming in to try to steal some of the market share, to steal some customers, to lure you into their store. Walmart had the low prices and all that. Made in America was the main title at first. Um, took a minute for people to switch over from Kmart. And Tarjay was out there. Before they had their little mascot with the dog with the spot dog, the target. Kmart had a hold on a lot of people. Drugstores. Even I talked to somebody online yesterday. Drugstores in a major city, those were 24 hours. They had the concession stand too, where they could serve you coffee, tea, sodas, soft drinks. They could actually make you a sandwich, a po' boy or a hamburger or a hot dog, submarine sandwich, basic stuff like that. The drugstore was the place to go. These were small little department stores that had drugs and pharmaceutical products. Well, you got to get medicine, right? You need cough drops, right? You need throat larynges. I think I might need to check one out. These were homegrown, or mom and pop, what we call them now. Mom and pop drugstores. They had their issues and problems as well with waste management. Of course, some of the drugstores I worked in did have incinerators where they would take the boxes, paper, trash, and all that. They had trash day too, but they had instructions, but they didn't really give a dang. They throw a whole box in the incinerator, and you see smoke going up out of the roof, burning up the trash when they had too much trash, especially when a truck would come with the deliveries of the stuff. So we're talking about a changing of the guards in the business of department stores, shoe stores, all this stuff was changing. Five and Dime was the dollar store of that time. Five and Dime, Emmy Mott's, what's in that other one? I can't even think of the name of it right now, but probably should have wrote it down and it'll come to me later. WC, Winfields, or something like that. Piggly Wiggly. Stores like that were your dollar stores. Emmy Mott's, of course, said that. But Five and Dime, those were your dollar stores. And they had the stuff that was in bulk. Stuff that, you really couldn't depend on at Five and Dime. Only for a couple of items. Household, needle and thread type thing. Then you had your specialty stores, Hancock Fabrics, stuff like that. But the drugstore had its issues too with waste management. Come Kmart and all the other big department stores, Wally World, and I serviced a lot of them from here to other cities to other other metroplexes in other states. Same problem there as here and over there. Same problem. Same issues with the code inspector, the city, coming down on the business is going too big. They're selling more stuff than they could ever sell, that they could ever even dream of selling. They didn't think about waste management. They didn't think about a recycle program, okay? Even Wally World has so much that they'll still take on a guy like me to come help them with their excess when it's time for seasonal things like Christmas and you know, going into Valentine's, all these different holidays, to get more stuff than they really accounted for. They'll recycle now. They'll make the bills and the machines break down. They do break down, and that causes even more backup. So, you as your own company or general contractor can actually go to these companies and help them with their problems. They'll give you so much. They'll give you a reason why they won't do it. Oh, we recycle our general manager says we need to put all the boxes in the bale. It's too many boxes. It's more than they can handle. I won't even say this about a racing company. They have so many people out there drinking beer. Cans, all of you. They can hire ex-cons and people, you know, in temporary companies to come and help clean up this place. Every night they have a race. It's that much, especially got a mega track where there's people on one side and another side, bigger than a football field, bigger than a basketball or hockey court. Bigger than a tennis court. If you had 4 tennis courts, this was no. The racetrack is incredible, and the amount of waste. People will drink a drink, pop up in the top, drink a drink, and chunk it. And I'm drinking apple cider today, and a little bit of Sunkist, the last little bit of Sunkist I got. My ice is just about melted. So they'll just chunk a tall 20 ounce can or 16 ounce. They'll toss that can and open another one. Drink. Open another one. Drink. Drink the top part. When it gets warm, they'll toss it on the ground. Popcorn. They eat a piece of it and chunk it in the ground. They get more popcorn, more pretzels, more hamburgers, more hot dogs, more pickles, more jalapenos, whatever it is, more chicken. We're in a society where a lot of things are disposable now, and they really don't give a rip. They'll get another one. They got the money. They saved up their money to come to that event, or they saved up their money to go to these particular stores, and they're buying. Let's say you bought a pen and the little thing that you put in your pocket and it holds, that little piece of plastic broke. They'll go buy another one. They'll buy 10 more of them, so they ain't got to go back to the store. And they'll buy in bulk. I cleaned out one guy's house who had passed away. He was a trucker and he was a military guy. This guy bought 6 and 7 of everything. Everything he bought was just enormous quantities, to where it was a store in his house. And I said I mentioned this probably a little bit more, but I haven't sold it in this capacity, in this particular way. Of course, the boxes were taller than me, stacked up. This guy had every magazine, every newspaper that came out between 3 cities, Wall Street journals. He had them stacked. Anything I wanted was in this man's house. His kids, everything. I guess he just had money like that from military. All the military books I could ever want. I got some of them. World War II books. Stuff that I could study in later times as well. Audio cassettes, CDs, boxes and boxes of CDs. Boxes and boxes of cassettes. Boxes and boxes of 8-tracks to books, the magazines, periodicals, tabloids. This guy had medicine, lotion, alcohol, um, benzoyl peroxide. He had boxes of everything. Pictures of all the places he's went in the world. I got some of the computers. He had like probably 10, 12 computers. I looked through some of those hard drives. Can kind of put the story together. As I was cleaning the house out, I only had like a week to get everything out of the house, a week and a half. So I would go get something to eat and be in the house, going through everything. Seemed like a really good guy, man. A really good guy, patriarch, who was in the military and then started driving diesel trucks for some years. And he took pictures of places he went in that diesel truck. I've seen, you know, in some houses, when I'm cleaning, I can go through the pictures and I'll see the growth and the decline of people that lived in that house, or people that lived in the house before them, people that lived in the house after them. Things, remnants are being left. So let's go back. Go back to the waste management situation with cookie cutter stores in America. It's the same thing. So whatever major city I go in, I can find Mickey D's. I can find a home improvement store. I can find not too many mom and pops, but I can find a pawn shop. I can find a gas station that I'm familiar with that has free ice. I love those stores. Give me free ice, man. I'm coming back every time. Every time I pass you, I'm thinking about ice. And I might buy something else. But those ones who say, oh, ice is not free anymore. Ice is not free. You gotta pay 50 cents or $1 or $1.50. Even if you're getting a refill of ice. $1.50, even if you brought your own cup. $1.50. I don't like those companies. That's stupid. Why wouldn't you invite people to come to your store? You're giving a perk of ice, a confection of water. Come on, man. Frozen confection of water. That's not hurting your bottom line at all. You're probably printing your own ice from the water supply. People use the restroom. You got water to go to your soda fountains to create the soda, or the tea, or the coffee. Ice is not hurting you. You're buying ice from an outside source. Ice is not bothering you. And that is a perk. Get free ice at so-and-so's. And yeah, I like free ice. I like things. I like perks like that. Free refills, as long as you got your cup. I like that. Southland Corporation did that for a while. And with the Slurpees things, if you got your cup, you can fill up your cup and get a free refill on Slurpees. Especially if you had the cup from them. It got out of hand. People coming in, taking kindness for weakness, taking advantage. I understand. So we have small companies, small convenience stores in every state. If it's not 7-Eleven, it's another company. It's Shamrock, or it's turned into Valero. You've got big convenience stores with the beaver on there. The beaver on the shirt, that became a phenomenon for a minute. T-shirts with the little Buc-ee's on the front. And just a travel thing where you see a Buc-ee's, you pull over and you get, you know, beef jerky, deer jerky, whatever you wanted in that store. You can buy toilet paper there. That's like your intermittent convenience store, or department type store, grocery store. And the people are nice there, so you do get a good feeling. And not sure how their waste management works. They're pretty clean. You don't look in the back of a Buc-ee's. You look at the front. Always clean. They got so many workers. They're keeping the pavement clean, the sidewalk, the entrance, the glass, the ceiling, the floor, the shelves, fully stocked. So they have a system in place, the turnkey system. And you go to the back and everything looks nice at all times. They got a system set up. Some of these other companies don't have a system set up. Or they got an old guy that comes, or they got a organization that comes, non-profit organization that helps the needy and they pick up stuff. So, but a lot of these in a major city does not have waste management solutions. This is where people like me step in, help them with their problem, with their boxes, plastic, overflow, even water heaters and such. I do that with restaurants. Popeyes chicken had, I guess, a washer and a dryer which had washed their employees' uniforms or what. I'm not sure how they do it, but indeed they gave me that. Hot water heater. Gotta have hot water, right? Sometimes the hot water heater goes out. They have no clue what they're gonna do with it when they build a new one. And later on, that water heater goes out. Somebody's got to take that. They can't lift it and put it in the trash can. That is not supposed to go in the trash can. So they put it next to the trash can. So these are opportunities as well as boxes. Sometimes the boxes have wax on them. Some of the corrugated places don't like wax boxes. So you got to beware. They don't like boxes that have grease on them. So you got to beware when you're picking up boxes from a pizza place. There's grease that is seeped into the corrugated material, and you're not going to be able to pull that off at a paper mill. They don't want greasy boxes. They don't want boxes with wax, boxes with plastic on it, foil on it. Hey, good morning to you. And I got my, hey, Deborah, PH. Checking you out today, man. Yeah, the music show. That is a great show you got going. And let me tell you who I got first. I got to put Jancy number 1. JaVale, I'll put her at number 2. Jennifer Vlogs, I'm gonna put her at like 4. There's a guy that you have, he's number 3. These guys are awesome. I love everybody that's on the show. There are other people that I haven't named, that I enjoy them too, and I follow them on their page. I make donations as well. I love the music. I'm the one doing this in the background, and I'm glad I met you. Thanks, Deborah PH, man. And I see Phil Daw in almost every chat I go in. Phil Daw is cool. Definitely, man, I'm enjoying this journey. This has been awesome. Hope to see you one day, tay to tay and face to face. Hope we can do something musically as well. I'm a musician. And yeah, my channel is talking about recycling, music, and cooking. Yeah, thanks. Let me see what you got. See what you got. Okay, cool. In the background, cool deal. But I don't know if you agree. I know you know more singers than I do, but I gotta put Jancy at number 1, bro. Jancy is, I mean, in the middle of the song, acknowledging the chat and dancing and singing on key every freaking time. That girl is something else, man. A phenomenon. A big phenomenon right there. She can do it with the best. JaVale's got some things too, but Jancy, man, golly, man. I can't believe the strength of her voice. It comes out and it touches you right here. She could be just laughing, and the little jokes she play in between, a very undermined talent. That's what you got there, man. So yeah, and I appreciate you, man. Your show is awesome. So back to the waste management, man. We're talking about cookie cutter companies in every state of the United States, and probably every major country, every major part of any province in any country has got a McDonald's or Starbucks or something. Same problems. They're selling so much stuff that they got too many boxes. Too many boxes, too much plastic. Too much plastic. Dairy Queen and all that. They got too much plastic. What do we do with all the waste? We got to recycle these things. And foam cups. It doesn't disintegrate. It takes too long to decompose and go back into the land. So I'm a solution, as with others. I have done it across the state, be it that I have a food stipend, a budget with the company I'm working for. I do that on my off time. I'm doing it at the time of the work, because even working with some of the companies, there's waste that has to go into the trash doing a promotion. I'm doing a college tour, and I got my microphone, I've got my amplifier, got my workers, we got pamphlets we're passing out, we got thumb drives and USB drives we're passing out to the students, dry erase boards, we're giving that to the students. They love that kind of stuff. First day of college, and I'm on there for the week and promoting, you know, a bank or such, or a product. And at the end of that show, or at the end of that event, there's lots of waste products. Lots of waste products. And you've got to go throw it in the trash, you throw it in the college's trash. They already got a problem with waste management. Every college, and they've got a system set up, but it gets overwhelming at the first part of school or the end of that school semester. So you got a solution to help them. It's help them with their overflow. I did 2 or 3 colleges at the beginning of the year, royally, for at least 3-4 years. I'll make sure I get there the first week, right there before the first week, because people are moving in and out of the dorms. People are throwing stuff away, throwing away good stuff, good clothes, good equipment, to utilities. Some of the staff is changing out washing machines and dryers and different parts of their facilities. You want to actually get in good with the janitors or the custodians to get some of these things. They'll pile it up by the trash can. And that's not what the trash area is for. And no company is ordering extra lifts for the truck to come, pick the trash can up, and dump it, put the trash can down, empty, right? Each time he does that, that's $400 or $500, maybe even more. So who's gonna keep dishing that money off when they already come once a week? Some companies have to come twice a week. It's that much waste, especially for a convenience store, gas station. a convenience store, gas station that's mixed with the hamburgers place, the praline shop, the gift card shop, the do-it-yourself shop, the club is on one corner. The little a church is in that same little. They got a room, a space in there. U-Haul or whatever. It's all kind of stuff that's in a shopping center, and they gotta get those trash things lifted and gone out of there, because that's a lot of people putting trash in one building. From one set, and they might have to have 2 times, sometimes 3 times a week. Hotels, sometimes 3 times a week. You never know how much. They say they have a convention, and all those rooms are booked. That's a lot of waste. That's a lot of waste. We're talking about breakfast buffet, lunch, the evening buffet, the evening bar, drinks and toiletries, cleaning the rooms, the ballrooms, having events, just parking lot that has to be cleaned. That's a lot. And sweeping, vacuuming every day from the cleaning crew. Utilities going bad, changing out air conditioning units, heating units, vents. It's a lot. It's a lot. Uniforms, trashed, training pamphlets, circulars, pamphlets for the customers to see, POP at the table. Say, hey, if you're here in this town, you need to go to this place, to Western Caverns, or Seven Flags amusement park, or Water World. It's all kinds of things that they got, all those pamphlets. Those things come extinct, and those things get picked up, and sometimes they get dropped on the floor or left in a room or left on the ground outside. People have used it, maps, all kinds of things. So when you're talking about waste management, it goes across the whole spectrum. Shoe stores got boxes, tissue paper to keep the shoes in the wraps and putting it in the thing. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Dollar stores, they got a problem. It's a problem. It's an issue, and then you can solve them. So that's where we're going with that. We're talking about waste management with cookie cutter companies. And I'm deSz'e. This is Scrap TV. And definitely talk about recyclables. We'll talk about recyclables in food. We'll talk about recyclables in music as well. When you're talking about sampling music from other music that's already been there, or parts of a sound, of your own sound, sampling yourself, you're recycling. And there was a program called Recycle from Bella Heads. And we bought that. I got the box still. I got the program still. And it's still valid to me. It was chopping in its earliest style. Cool Edit is still a viable program for broadcasting. Cool Edit was probably one of the better DAWs of its time. Just solid. So at any rate, we're talking about this, and it's not much more I can say that there's a Wendy's here and there's a Wendy's way on the other side of town. This Wendy's over here is closer to a school, so they sell a lot more. Jack in the Box over here is selling more than the one downtown. Or the downtown McDonald's is selling more than the one in the suburbs. via so many people are working downtown in the high-rise situation. So you have a lot of different variables to these food chains, food stores, department stores, grocery stores, drug stores, and you can be a solution to hotels and motels, churches. Every business has something to do with waste management, and you can be something and be a recycler. So we're counting down the end of this one. I showed up 5 o'clock Central Time, and I'll be on tonight at 5 o'clock p.m. I'm deSz'e, Scrap TV, talking about recycling, talking about some cooking, talking about some music. And I'll be in the chat on some other people's shows. And I'm the guy that does this with the head in the middle and the arm stretched to thee. And I appreciate you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I did it again. I showed up in the 5th hour. I did it. I did it, y'all. I did it. I'm keep doing it. And I'm enjoying this. So I'm learning. Thanks to Dapper PH coming in here. Appreciate you. Boy, I'm a fan. And I'm definitely trying to work with you. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. No bonus. We'll have a bonus later on. I'm thinking I'm doing something at 12.